should be on.
In.
Get
I'm
ready.
still seeing it as offline.
Well,
it's offline.
give it like 4 seconds.
Yeah, of course.
Give it a break.
Give it a break. Give it a break. Break the alpha piece of that marketing jingle.
Wow. So, anything yet?
How long has it been since the marketing jingle was relevant?
I don't know. Centuries.
Live, one
I'm
viewer.
seeing offline.
Yeah, same.
I got live one
Yeah.
viewer. I don't know who's the one viewer.
You.
Not me.
You.
I'm
apparently.
not watching.
I had you.
Okay, I got it now.
Oh, wait, here he is. Yeah, I got it. I'm seeing Mr. Smiling.
Oh yeah, Lords of Fuck You. Got it.
I had it already open, but I wasn't really watching it.
I'm a little bit sad that it's not Mr. Smile. Ron Paul will make fuck you real, or maybe Ron Paul will fuck you.
No.
I don't really want to think about that concept.
Okay, chapter 4. Back to chapter 4 is only 2 points.
Cornell is no
Wow.
more.
Wow.
Ron Paul.
They're going to get longer after chapter 4, dude.
Yeah.
That sucks. I'm sorry, bro.
That sucks.
Gabriel,
Thanks,
I'm
Smiler, for
here.
this. I will call
friend.
you bro.
You have a piece
Nothing
of the
else.
God
dog.
It is
Thanks.
said this
Proletariat.
relic can bring back the dead. It is said this relic
So
can
generous.
bestow power
So-
Yeah.
and reckoning. Now,
Gabo
Wow,
Belmo.
he is roboting hardcore.
toward the
So
land of the
surprised
vampires.
the
Robot
brotherhood,
Belmont.
Maybe it'll give me a date.
Robo Belmo.
You're a robo.
You have
So-
used the goddamn-
Beat, fuck you, I'm the robot.
That's not good.
Beats drinking
That
water.
all sound fine to me, so I don't.
Oh gosh,
You're a
he's also
terrible
in the
robot.
past.
Piece of the God mask!
Yeah.
Where are we?
Oh
Hey,
man,
I'm
is that
sorry.
the God
What is this
hand?
place?
Do we have the
Wait,
God
I-
hand
Mask of
now?
the Father.
And I don't
The
even like
land of the
God Hand.
vampires lies beyond those
He's
the
walls.
Mask of the Father.
A
Why
powerful
not?
witch
Wait,
protects
I like a
you.
lot. I don't like God Hand's
I can go
mechanics.
no
I should
Also,
say.
this thing is
Who
like
are you?
buffering
Why
hard.
do you help?
I don't like God
You may
Hand.
think I am helping
Well,
you,
you're terrible.
but you
I
would
like
be wrong.
looking at God Hand, and I like
I
watching
like-
people play God Hand.
You would do well
I
to
don't
remember
think the
that.
camera works, and I just don't think it's that much fun to play.
Gotta get good. Also, look at that hair.
I'm not seeing the
Can't get over that giant fucking bald eagle.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Giant bald eagle
Freedom.
with the magical
That was the
runes on
best thing ever.
That was pretty great. Like, after that stupid boss fight, just giant eagle, fuck you!
it. Still just like that it just has
Giant
two
eagle, fuck you
runes
is
on its
wonderful.
beak, and that's basically it. Like, that's the only thing that's different about it other than being giant.
Yo,
Yeah.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do- I'm not sure.
Okay,
You're
cool.
becoming a robot.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's my
He was
job.
Beat was undergoing a magical transformation to turn into a Vocaloid.
I
He is
love,
taking my jobs.
No, I steal American jobs. And Mars, you're not an American. You're probably Canadian.
Problem.
He's an Idahoan now.
Oh god, no. In my heart, I will always remain of California.
Nope,
Californian.
you don't get to California.
I found a scroll. You guys saw that journal page I found, which was basically a cake is a lie joke?
Yes.
All of the journal
there was a
pages are
cake
super
slide.
boring.
Yeah.
I don't bother to
Principal,
read it.
Terrifying. Why would you
Trigger. Wait, how do I switch on Shadow Magic? Why do I hold
You
Alt
click in
RT?
one of the analog sticks if you're using a
I don't know,
360.
I don't speak anime.
No, wait, that's how you gather it. It's one of the bumpers, I want to say.
One of the bampers. Bampers.
I'm never gonna remember that when time comes to actually use it, but...
Don't worry, it's basically never useful unless you desperately need health.
Wait, what?
Oh man, it's a dead person.
Shadow magic.
Rob the dead person's body. You found the life gem. You took their life gem.
Well, is that any worse
He
than
was already
stealing their
dead. It
soul?
clearly didn't do him any good.
Well, like, I'm just kind of. What if he was dying and like he was like, as long as I have my life gem, I'll be able to kiss my children one last time. And you're like,
Oh, well,
hey,
his children
free
were
life
probably
gem.
ugly
It's like,
anyway.
He was already dead.
You are already dead.
you son of-
Well, B was never alive, so that's not appropriate.
Well, B is a shark.
Yeah.
No, he's
What
a
I'm saying
skeleton.
is taking the
Sharks
life
have,
gem
like-
really any worse than stealing things' souls?
Okay, let's look at
I
it
am a
this way.
shark. Except
Stealing
making
his
them your
life,
slaves.
stealing his life gems means he doesn't have to be in Swords of Shadow anymore.
That's true. Yeah, see? Gabo Vilmo, more moral than Soma.
Also, these boring.
Soma was still in the better games, though.
You steal bad souls
Obviously.
and makes them your slaves.
And I'm gonna go. He's gonna go do that in like 3
Double
years.
tap. Oh yeah, I can sprint now. Ugh.
Except
Oh.
sprinting is largely useless
Yeah.
because the levels are too confined and you can't turn like you know how you normally can't turn.
Oh, yeah.
life. You can't double jump yet either. Oh gosh.
It's true. I can't. It's true. It's 100% true. How do I do this? Whip? No. Oh, there we go.
Smiler, whip it good.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I
Steve
forget
reference.
things.
I'm very happy you made that guy.
I like how every few seconds Beat is able to get out words and then just-
Yeah, Beat,
Yes,
what the
to save
fuck
them
is
up.
wrong
Oh,
with
whoops.
you?
He has to save up his words.
he has to save them in the word bank, get some
I
compound
like how
interest
every
going.
time you sprint and jump, you die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
pretty
happen
good.
a lot. Sprint jumps are not precise.
Oh, another scroll.
They feel like they should
Oh
be
no,
better
birds.
than regular jumps, but they're not.
Yeah, they're just sort of longer, but you get even less control over them, so they're just really, really awful. And especially because half the time when you're doing a sprint jump, half the areas where you have to do sprint jumps, you're going to have, like, the camera's going to swap halfway through and just
Oh,
screw the
God.
whole thing up.
That's
Because, like,
that's
the sprint-
retarded.
Well, yeah, because the sprint jumps are supposed to be like, look at how cool, how far you're jumping, and then it's like, oh wait, you swapped halfway through, so your momentum is just fucked.
Did they just not playtest that?
No, they didn't playtest
Okay,
anything
well, I
about this
imagine they
game.
playtested it. The
No,
testers were
no.
like,
The-
"This is
well, the
stupid,"
people
and then someone
playtesting
told,
it-
"We don't have time to fix it."
The people who
Well,
playtested
yeah,
it
like,
were bad people.
This is
so
a,
it
this is
doesn't
a
count.
game made by artists, not game designers. This boss fight sucks, by the way.
This is supposed to be a boss fight.
You'll have to fight him later.
Hello?
There's a
Hello.
huge guy.
There's a
Beat, you're a
huge
giant
guy.
Okay, good. Well, there was.
I'm
For a
a
moment I was
huge
worried there.
guy.
Thank you,
Oh,
Chris.
wow. Thanks, game.
Basically, everything in the world is racist against giants.
Well, yeah. I
Just
mean,
wait
do
until you
like
see
giants?
what
Yeah.
happened.
Giants could
Well,
be
I just don't
cool.
like giants.
I've never talked to them. They might be cool.
Well, yeah. Guess what?
That's
You don't talk to them
why.
because you're terrified of them because you're racist against them too.
That's very true, Mars.
No,
Sorry,
I've
but
just never
you
met
hate
a
giants.
giant. You know, I think I'd give him a chance.
Your brain just refuses to accept the giants around you because you just don't want to think about them. Giant erasure.
You've
Yeah,
walked
exactly.
past
Like-
real giants, but you just walked to the other
I
side.
need to make a Tumblr post out of this.
Yeah, about giant erasure.
Yeah, about giant erasure
Giants
and how
erasure.
everyone's racist against giants.
That sounds good.
This is short
I'd read it.
privilege.
Yes. I'm sad that that claim privilege was obviously a troll, but at the same time, I'm glad there's probably someone that honestly believes it.
I'm sad that it was a
Oh, hey,
troll,
boss fight.
but at the same
Do
time,
I?
Beat, you're
we're
still a
pretty
robot.
glad that it was a troll
Yeah, every
because
few minutes you
that's
turn
not-
into more of a robot beat.
Robot erasure.
Beat is
think I'm
muzzling for US.
Well, fuck you.
That got through.
That's because he had more feeling behind it.
I was only disappointed that that thing wasn't, like, decked out like a US flag. That would have been great.
Feeling.
I like how it's just repeating the same thing over and over.
What is?
Like this fight where it's like, oh, you gotta hit the hand until it gives up, and it's just
Yeah.
boring and forever.
Whipping a dude's hand. He's just trying to hug you.
I love you, Gabo action figure.
Yeah,
Look, Gabo, like, anytime anyone wants to not kill him, he gets really confused and then kills them. Like, look at what happened to every woman
Every
he's met
woman?
so far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he's trying to revive his wife, because he's just gonna
He's
end
just
up
gonna kill
killing
her
her right away.
Maybe she could learn how to kill him.
This
Hug
boss
Mo
fight
Belmo.
sucks, by the way.
Well, yeah. It's this game.
Yeah, it's Lord of Shadow fight.
Okay, fanboy. You've played this game.
Yes, I've beaten this.
Why?
Do any boss fights not suck?
There are
The
ones that suck
one
less,
I
but
played
I'm
last
not-
time was not as awful as anything.
What about
Else
the
in this
statue
game?
part of it?
Yeah, it's really just like, for Lords of Shadow, it's always a matter of degrees. This sucks less. Like, nothing can quite capture the...
My favorite
amount-
thing is whenever, like, I maybe get hit by the giant, and it just looks like Gabo is just
Yeah,
having
it's
a
really
nice
hard
sleep.
to tell where its hitbox is.
It's also
That's
just hard
true
to
for-
tell what the hell. Like, did I get hit? I can't tell.
Yeah, like, you just sort of have to watch your health bar.
Yeah, he's just
Wow.
kind of like laying on the ground, and I guess that means
Yeah,
I
he's
got
just
hurt.
taking a nap. But, yeah, it's,
He's having a siesta.
clearly.
No, I've
Oh.
had trouble like sleeping enough lately. I wake up early and then I get back to sleep. I'm tired. It really sucks.
Insomnia
I got
is
slapped.
a problem.
Get slapped.
I got slapped again.
Get slapped.
Like, it's so
Yeah,
bad.
like the-
There's no like any sort of tell that you actually got hurt aside from Gabo Belmo like sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, but the, like, game is bad at, like, helping you pick apart graphics, so by the time you realize he's on the ground, he's already picking himself up.
Yeah. It's like, did I get hurt? I don't know. Maybe you dodged it.
Like,
Who
I
knows?
like how the magic fountain is here, just to, like, make this fight less tedious. Because, like, oh, you won't die, because you'll just pull magic out of it and start attacking him with magic.
Maybe if you want to.
Yeah, it's pretty
Maybe you want to die and you want a game over. 'cause it's-
slept under that. Oh man, yeah, I'd love also anytime you fail to hit a quick time event and the enemy arbitrarily regains health.
Mhm.
Which is most of them, but yeah. You're running into it pretty hard with this one because of that attack.
Yeah. Give me that magic.
Yeah. Gabo just really loves to take naps.
He really loves
He's just
naps.
narcoleptic, don't be racist.
That's not being
Ableist.
racist.
Okay, don't be ableist then.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The narcoleptic race.
There, I took away its eye. You
He is
don't
now the
deserve
boss.
eye anymore.
Hardcore.
Oh no, he's gonna smash me.
Now you're even more
Oh,
ableist
no.
to attack someone who's missing an eyeball.
He's
Well,
basically
He's still not as
Elvis
bad
now.
as Solid Snake, so I think he's doing okay. Who, remember, burned an old man with one eye, and who was also, crippled
Yeah, but
from
that old
being
man was
shot
part
with a bunch of
Snatcher.
rocket launchers to death.
That old man was cheating. He was part snatcher.
He was part Snatcher because previously you had filled him full of rockets.
Yes, and?
Eh.
You made him.
Maybe he wanted to eat maybe he wanted to win like a rocket eating contest. Do you ever think of that?
How do they taste?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big
seriously.
Boss has waited
Uh,
all his life to find the answer.
Mars, you're gonna need to get a Gabo Belmo action figure to pit against the Dracula action figure you go for.
What? No, I'm picking Big Boss against Dracula.
You
Yeah,
can.
just need both of them to beat on Gabo
No,
Belmo.
she just needs one of them because they're both the same. Remember?
Oh, clearly.
Ah, goddamn.
I still love
That was
that,
so
like,
bad.
completely incoherent statement about frickin' Trevor Belmont and Elgar.
Oh god. No, I figured that one out.
That doesn't make it not incoherent.
He just doesn't
Well, it
understand
does by definition.
NES
actually.
system limitations, okay? He's too young. He doesn't remember. Oh god, now you're literally going to kill a blind man.
I don't care. Blind Man doesn't have any health, so technically. Oh, here we go.
He is already dead.
Atatatataing Armstrong was pretty great.
Yeah. Wait, what? What was the point of that? There's no point to that. I'm sorry, game.
Hello?
Oh, hey, you're not dead again, but you're probably gonna be dead again soon.
Well, hopefully not, because I reset my router and reset my computer.
You're
Straight up.
still
Load up.
not.
Did I win?
Odin's the important
Yeah,
one.
you did.
Yeah.
It's a pretty bad fight.
Just like
Sweet.
give him an impromptu tongue piercing.
Ten just
He
like
gave him an impromptu eye-ectomy several times,
One
and
would only
then
hope.
ripped out his tongue.
He barely needed that tongue though.
Yeah, I mean, he
Fair.
wasn't really talking much. He had social anxiety. This just gives him an excuse to not talk.
Yep.
Yeah, except
Sorry, I don't have a tongue. Just writes that down on a piece of paper. And they're just like, oh, I'm sorry.
no.
Oh gosh, you're roboting
Honestly,
still.
You've helped him out a lot because now everybody will see his cool tongue piercing. Everybody sees his cool tongue piercing and be like, damn. Shit. Why is it so bad? I don't know what the fuck's
question.
going on. It's pissing me off.
I can't
gotta
carry
get
any more
wood.
It was
fairies.
fine 10 minutes ago. It was so weird.
I'm pretty sure that that's actually an optional area, because I remember spending time trying to figure out how the heck to get in there.
Oh, good. Oh,
You know, in case you want to go back after getting new abilities, so that you can get all of the cool upgrades that this game has to offer.
yeah.
I hate Lord of Shadow.
Alright. Let's see.
The Lords of Shadow loves you so much.
Lords of Shadow doesn't know what love is.
Shoot fairies at
Shadow
him.
lives. Absolutely no
Me and Lords of
concept.
Shadow tried to make it work
Alright, how's it sound now?
better.
Okay, good. We're hoping it sticks with it. I've shut down pretty much everything on my computer that uses internet except this and Lords of Shadow stream. So,
Okay.
just hoping.
Yeah, it's better. It's not perfect, but it's better.
I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. You, I see you're collecting
not
fairies.
fast and you're not roboting too hard.
Yeah.
Sweet. Excellent. Alright, so I see that you are beating the shit out of some wolves, which is fine. And that you
That's what Lords of Shadow spends half of its running time doing.
yeah, I mean, I don't know why you're spending so much time beating up werewolves, because frankly, werewolves are supposed to be like the enemies of vampires, which I guess
thought-
you are.
I
Shit.
thought we were done.
Well,
with
no,
werewolves after we
Castlevania has
killed-
werewolves. Werewolves work for
werewolf
Dracula.
Yeah, I
Gotta-
know.
Yeah, but Dracula's not in existence yet, so I'm not sure what these guys are doing. Maybe they're freelance.
I'm
Yeah,
betting.
yeah. Well,
They're
he
starting up
came
the
in
werewolf
here
union.
and started murdering them.
Yeah, the
He
well,
murdered their god.
like Dracula hasn't yet busted the werewolf union.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Dracula
at this
doesn't
point,
bust the
you're just
werewolf
like,
union. He takes care of them. It's
I'm convinced that Dracula pays them less than a living wage.
yeah, I mean, they don't even
Dracula is basically
They're
the
able to have,
Walmart
you know,
of the employment.
bullshit kung fu rivalries with were jaguars.
I really just sort of want Dracula to be like a frickin' 1910s Pinkerton detective.
Oh man, maybe that's for Lords of Shadow
I just
3.
really like the idea of the
Lords
Dark
of Shadow
Lords
3 and
going
Bioshock
sleepy,
Infinite 2 will just be the
salty
same
Lords
game.
of Shadow Infinite.
Lords of Shadow for the
Crisis
Vita.
on Infinite Lords of Shadows.
Yeah, that
Son
would
of
be.
a shadow.
Oh man, that'll just feature Shadow the Hedgehog as well.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Yes.
that would be absolutely perfect. I just want an entire game of Shadow the Hedgehog sitting on a throne and throwing wine glasses at you.
I'm just sort of imagining like Cable Belmo
Birds.
and Shadow the Hedgehog fist bumping as two characters that are very convinced that they're pretty
There
rad.
was never a wine glass sub weapon, and that was a
I
huge
am-
downer.
I just want Gabe Bello and Shadow the Hedgehog making out like in that one video where Shrek and Shadow make out.
Yeah, I think that we've got Source Filmmaker exists. We can make this happen.
We could totally make this happen.
I think this is our responsibility at this point.
I thought there might be a clever secret hidden there, but no. There's nothing
Inside those barrels?
clever about this
Okay,
game.
now my brain has gone to the worst possible places, and I hate myself.
Look,
You should.
fanboy. It's not our fault that you can't stop these sexual fantasies you have about Gabe Belmo and Shadow.
Oh
the Hedgehog.
hey.
But just you start with the name Lords of Shadow, and it suddenly becomes about a very complex BDSM relationship.
You're getting electrocuted by a tiny dude.
Yeah, this section
Oh
is
my
horrible.
god, that is hilarious.
This is the
love
worst
that.
section because
Wait,
you
that's a
just stole all of your
chupacabra?
special
Ah,
abilities.
fuck
He's
you.
just shaking his ass at you and everything. He
Short
is just
game of
a
hide
happy
and
guy.
seek.
This happens at least 3 times.
You
It's so
deserve
wonderful,
this.
though.
You deserve this.
Oh,
Like he's just like,
man.
hey,
different
hey,
areas
Gabe,
of
what's
game.
up? How you doing? He just appears, force lightnings at you, and then just twerks at you furiously, just to let him know.
Also, the Chupacabra can also steal Lords of Shadow souls because apparently it can stop you from double jumping and sprinting.
Well,
Really?
So,
Soul Steel.
I don't know where I'm
Chupacabra
supposed to
never do that.
go because
Chupacabra is
That's
Alucard.
Alucard's thing.
Also, this
Doesn't
Oh man,
Chupacabra
Alucard's
mean
Chupacabra!
sucker?
He's
I
not
always knew
Trevor,
that.
he's Chupacabra!
No wonder he loves
Petito.
goats.
What is the definition of Chupacabra? Doesn't it mean goat eater or something?
It's goat sucker.
Goat sucker.
Well, they suck blood, right?
exactly what Chupacabra is.
Goat
Yeah,
sucker.
They suck
I am
goat
the
blood.
goat
goats.
sucker. I'm
I
so
am the
fresh,
goat
you can
sucker.
suck my goat.
I'm so fresh, you can suck my goats.
so this game has a problem. It doesn't have a controllable camera, so I can't look for the Chupacabra.
Hey, guess what? They're finally fixing that with Lords of Shadow 2.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man,
No, they're
guys.
not.
Didn't they?
Yeah, they are actually.
Exactly
It does
the
have a
same
No,
controllable
we're
camera.
not, dude. Whatever you think is gonna be fixed in Lords of Shadow 2, it's just gonna like,
I'm sure
cause
the
more
level
problems.
the level design will not complement the new camera, but they did change the camera.
That is
Am
a
I even
quantifiable thing.
Going there?
No, they didn't, man.
Oh, I
Look,
can't
any
even.
claims you might have about cameras getting fixed up or anything about Lords of Shadow becoming good somehow, it's a lie.
I didn't say it was going to become good. I said the camera was going to change. Don't put words
was
in my
that?
mouth, Pete.
What was that glowy fountain? You should go back to that glowy
I
It's a
fountain.
magic
can't.
fountain. It
I
just
don't
exists
have
to-
magic anymore.
Guys,
Yeah.
look at the ridiculous Tumblr
He's-
post I linked.
Yeah, that Tumblr post is pretty great.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not supposed to go that way, apparently. Where the hell am I supposed to go?
I'm worlds too excited for Ground Zeroes at this point.
Over here, monkey boy.
Oh.
A slow motion fall of streets.
Oh.
Monkey
Wait,
boy!
I didn't die somehow?
Yeah, I
didn't
can't
die
believe
somehow.
it screams
You
over here.
managed to
monkey
avoid
boy.
falling!
Colonel, we've managed to avoid drowning.
Yeah, all I can think of now is that I'm a Bloodhound Gang song with "Cause Nobody Likes You, Monkey Boy." What was that
I always
song?
liked
Why is it-
Raiden's voice actor trying to pull like an Irish accent in No More Heroes.
What?
Can you see me?
Yeah,
Raiden's
wait,
voice
Quentin
actor is the voice of a like principal character in No More Heroes, and he's got like this really thick Irish accent.
So is it like Cam
Oh,
Clark
wait,
trying
shit,
to do
yeah.
Liquid?
In front of
No, it's like
Can you see me?
it's hard to put it like.
That's right. He was a Mr. Sir Henry.
Yeah, he's Sir Henry motherfucker.
Sir Henry motherfucker. I love that guy so much.
And the best, one of my favorite things is at the end of No
Wow,
More
what
Heroes
was the
2.
point of that entire sequence?
Wasting
point
your
of this
time,
game?
like much of Lords of Shadow. But my favorite thing about that is the bit at the very end of No More Heroes 2, where like he sees the final boss doing its stupid transformation, and he's just like, "Nope, I'm out of here. I can't be associated with this shit. It's embarrassing."
Yeah, he's like, you gotta have some fucking self-respect, dude. No.
Yeah.
no.
It's
I wish Raiden was able to do that.
that would be pretty great. I love No More Heroes.
So,
It's the adventures of Raiden being way better than Master Miller. In retrospect.
yeah.
I love how like now you can run fast,
Well,
but it
what
doesn't
did
matter.
Master
because it
Miller
just makes
ever
things bigger.
really do?
Nothing.
The joke here is that Travis Touchdown in No More Heroes is voiced by Robin Atkin Downes,
Really? Huh.
who is
Go
Master
figure.
Miller in Peace Walker.
Yeah, but you know,
Nice.
what did,
Yeah.
I'd say Raiden was always better than Master Miller.
Well, Master Miller has really good stats in Peace Walker. He's pretty good for just setting, like, he's really good for just boosting things at the beginning of the game when you're still getting your R&D group up and such.
And doesn't Peace Walker do a weird thing where Big Boss is not actually the greatest soldier?
You can theoretically find better soldiers, but I don't think I've ever actually found
I
one.
hope Raiden shows up, like makes a cameo in next to Shadow.
That would be amazing.
Raiden? Yeah, that'd make everything
Okay, so
better.
Smile, what are
It
you
is
doing
a
like in this
sad
menu?
tale
I don't know
of the
the
witch who
I'm
guards
getting-
He's trying to
the
figure out
gates.
this
A
combos
sad
and
tale
buying
of
them.
love lost.
Mhm.
A tale not
Yeah.
so dissimilar to our brave hero.
Rebel
Yet
complete.
pity is not something
Sad
he
tale.
can feel
Combo.
anymore. He is
This level is
blind
also
to it.
very bad. I'm
The
so
Pity is
sure
not
you're
something he can
so-called
feel
upcoming
anymore.
creatures will be laid aside
Yeah.
for revenge.
Could he ever truly
And so
feel?
goodbye,
I don't
know.
once beautiful Malthus. You will trouble mankind no more.
I don't feel
and when
Malthus?
you are gone into the
Wow,
void,
that's obscure.
know that love destroys
I don't feel
you.
titties either because I killed all my girlfriends.
That's not surprising.
Sometimes I wish I could still feel titties, but I can't, and that makes me cry a little bit.
Well, he was just trying to feel titties, but every time he tries to feel them, he just ends up stabbing
Like,
her instead.
Well, this is what happens when you accidentally glue your combat cross to your hand, and you're just like trying to like, oh, I accidentally stabbed her in the stomach.
He was Cutman.
It's like, hey girl,
cosplaying,
let me.
and some things happened.
He's like, hey girl, let me touch those boobies. Oh, that didn't work. I'm sorry, girl. You're dead now.
This is why Gabe
I
Obama
swear
will
if
not be
this-
allowed to Cutman cosplay.
I swear, if they hadn't put the combat cross and the crazy glue right next to each other, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, well, it was more like he was trying to build his model airplane, but he really sucked at building it, so he made it like just a cross because he could never put the tail on. and then the next day, he went to hug his mom and discovered that he had still the cross in his hand. That he also had stabbed his mom in the back with it
Yeah, that sounds about right.
because he hadn't waited for the glue to dry.
And then he looked at the
That's
car
now,
door, and it turned out he was a man with a cross for a hand.
Yep. That's
Oh
the
man,
backstory
you
of
finally
Lord
got
Shadow.
more light magic. Hooray.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Moving on up in
What
this
did you
Lord of
get
the
to
Shadow
love
world.
for magic?
Yeah, this level is irritating.
Yeah.
And
Like
much
all
more
of
concern.
them.
Well, yeah, this one's got
Just
a lot
like
of
all-
really bad platforming.
Like all of them.
Like all of them.
Yes.
No, a lot of them have more of an emphasis on really bad combat compared to really bad platforming. This one's mostly really bad platforming.
Oh, okay, I see the distinction. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like, it's
Fanboy.
really concerned with showing you vistas, not very concerned with helping you figure out where the heck you're supposed to go.
Yeah. What's the best way to beat geckos in Metal Gear Rising? Because I always had a bunch of trouble with
Use the Psy.
the Psy. Okay.
That will just instantly incapacitate anything that's entirely mechanical.
That's the best way to go.
Wait, are you supposed to like just jump and just crash through the window?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I was right. Go
Which
figure.
is a
He hates
pretty
Windows.
simple
Don't
lateral
you remember the
thinking
beginning
puzzle,
of this
but at
game?
least kinda works.
He's never hated anything as much as he hates Windows.
I like to think that every movement Gabo Belmo makes is a movement he thought really hard about making first. So like when he ran that way and then ran the other way really quick, he was going, I'm gonna go this way, this way, this way. No way, shit, other way.
No, it's because this is Twitch plays.
Twitch
Lord of
plays
Shadow.
Shadow. That'd be
Twitch
amazing.
plays Lords of Shadow.
Yeah.
And they would
Oh,
work. It would
sup?
work just.
It's a Black Knight.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
you know,
it's great.
This fight
It's a
sucks.
ring raid.
These enemies are irritating, and you'll end up fighting like 3 or 4 of them before the level's done.
Of course
Might
I
you
will.
should be
Dirty laundry.
fighting?
They move really fast. They have even less tells than anything else, and they tend to have a lot of HP.
It's the
know what
combination
that you
of
should
the
be
Dirty-
fighting
Petito's
instead?
Dirty Laundry and the things
Anything
inside the Ark of
else
the Covenant.
ever?
No,
Yeah.
the Hitler ghost from Wolfenstein.
That's where I keep my dirty laundry.
You keep your Dirty Laundry in the Ark of the Covenant, dude?
Yeah.
I like how I'm
That's-
fighting
yeah.
a thing and I can't see
People
it.
kept
gotta-
stealing it.
I gotta seal the dirt.
But how are you gonna open it? I mean, are you Jewish?
Oh,
Who
stomp
are you to
attack.
say he isn't?
Nobody,
know, is he?
Nobody's meant to open it.
Yeah,
Look,
you don't
look,
need
wait,
the dirty laundry again. You just throw that shit out.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, the Ark of the Covenant just destroys your dirty laundry.
Yeah, you've
So-
seen Indiana Jones. You know what happens when you open that shit.
Well, see,
Look,
that was
all you
because
gotta
of
do is keep your eyes
Nazis and the
closed.
Jewish artifacts. That was just God getting pissed.
I'm pretty sure Indy probably would have died if he
he
tried to open it too.
Yeah.
Let's have an
Yeah,
Indiana
that's
Jones
just what
canon
happens when
debate.
Indiana Jones isn't Jewish either.
He's honorary.
Why?
As far
I
as
don't know.
you know.
Isn't Sean Connery?
Listen, if someone found the Ark of the Covenant, they should make him an honorary Jew.
That does seem like a fairly standard protocol.
Yeah,
found
for
the Ark of the
great
Covenant.
benefit.
Honorary
Good job
Jew.
stabbing that monster, Smiler. Fantastic work. I'm glad you stabbed that guy to death. Oh shit, it's the birds! Oh fuck, it's Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I love that movie. That's a good bet. That's a good ass movie.
I've never seen that movie.
Cock would have been freaking terrified.
I bet
if
I
he
would
was
like it.
by the birds.
It's an old movie. It's a very old movie.
Well, I like a lot of Hitchcock movies.
There we go. Hitchcock was a great filmmaker. We're talking about Alfred Hitchcock on a Castlevania Lords of Shadow stream because we watch a movie we wish. We
Because
wish
Weird
last
Smiler
week
was.
we're talking about scary things.
We're wishing Smiler was Let's Playing Alfred Hitchcock instead.
Let's play Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Let's play Alfred Hitchcock's The Rear Window.
Did he actually do that?
I read it.
I
perfectly.
think he did.
Hitchcock.
Yeah,
A book
Ruin this
of-
Hitchcock. That's a really good movie too. Like, really.
I liked how Alfred Hitchcock remade one of his own movies. That was pretty good.
He did. Which movie was that?
I'm trying to remember which one, but I do know for a fact that like 20 years after making it, he just remade it.
Just like redid the whole thing shot for shot. It's like, you know what? I really.
I don't
enjoyed
think
doing
it
that
was
one.
shot for shot, but like he just thought like I can do better this time, and so he did.
Oh wow. Okay, that sounds like something Hitchcock would do.
Yeah.
This is the guy who advertised Psycho by just like his trailer was just him standing in front of the camera saying, "Watch Psycho and don't tell anybody else about it."
Well, that and like buying up as many copies of the books as he could, and like just destroying them.
So there's
Hitchcock
no
was a weird dude.
reason to do that QuickTime event because you will never finish it.
Like it, I
Yeah,
think it's dependent upon how much health the thing still has.
Hmm.
But it's
Yeah,
terrible.
it's dumb.
It is dumb.
Dumb.
I keep like seeing
Enemies are
the
okay.
A appears at the bottom, the B appears off to the side, and I keep thinking like you're playing Elite Beat Agents, where like you gotta like whip out the stylus and push the A and then push the B and then
Oh man,
have the
I really want
That
a
would be
theater
so much
rhythm for
better.
Castlevania
spin
now.
the spinner.
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to go then, game?
Oh man, I
Oh,
gotta
the
kill
same
my
Jack
dad.
Flash.
I'm sad about it. Here, let's sing a song so you can kill your dad better.
I just realized
that
how
would-
much I want theater rhythm Castlevania, and now I hurt inside.
Oh god, yes.
I want Elite Beat Agents. I want Gabriel Belmo to kill his next
Oh,
girlfriend.
of course. I couldn't find where